The most classic Cedar Point thing happened over the weekend. I missed this, but the Nene, I was talking to him after the show yesterday, and he told me about it because he was there. At Cedar Point, Sandusky, Ohio, they just opened a brand new roller coaster, the Siren's Curse.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
It is a great name. I love Cedar Point and their coasters.
The Siren's Curse is the newest roller coaster. It just opened right over the weekend.
Opened on Saturday.
And the most classic Cedar Point thing happened. They open a brand new coaster, the first of its kind in the United States. And on opening weekend, it breaks. You wait 3 hours only to get stuck on the ride. And this one, it's stuck, and there's like a picture of the people hanging there. It's just like hanging vertically. It's hanging where you would be looking straight down at the ground.
Yeah, this is a tilt coaster, which I think is one of the first ever in America. I'm not sure. But basically what happens is like there's this huge 90-degree angle drop that happens, and the coaster does, instead of going over that, just like riding the rail, it tilts.
Right.
So it's pretty, honestly, impressive, the engineering that goes behind making something like this.
Yeah, to have that be safe.
Yeah, to have that even be possible. But so yeah, it's a new coaster, new idea and concept. And so a lot of people are very excited to ride this. And of course, it breaks down day one, leaves people dangling in that tilt position facing forward at that 90-degree angle. And I think it was for 10 minutes. The coaster was shut down for 25 minutes, but the dangling part was just for 10. So not as bad as what we thought.
Still too long.
Still way too long to be dangling there. I'd be worried.
After you waited for so many hours. But this is so commonplace at Cedar Point that I feel like the people, like if you're going for opening weekend, you're hoping this happens because it's like a part of the experience. You're like, I want to be the one that wins the lottery and gets on it when it breaks down.
Well, previously, the coaster that this used to happen to was the Top Thrill Dragster. And people would get really excited because with that coaster, it's like a coaster that it has to launch you really fast to get up this massive hill. And if it didn't launch you the right amount, you would just come back down. I remember there was bleachers. I don't know if they removed these, but there was bleachers by this coaster. You could go sit and watch because this was how cool. It would go 0 to 60 in like really quick, less than a minute. And people would be cheering if it didn't make it up the hill because they got to get launched again.
Yeah.
You know, they got to experience that G-force one more time. So, yeah, I do think it's a part of the experience now at Cedar Point to get like either stuck or some type of malfunction where you get to go again.
I like roller coasters. I would rather like go to Disney World.
Disney World's coasters are terrible. What are you talking about?
Because at least I know they're going to work.
But they're
and I just mean
fun.
on opening weekend.
On opening weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like why
I feel what
if you're going to wait in line for something, I want to know if I'm going to wait hours in line after I've waited hours to park, and then go wait hours to get food or whatever. Like it's just waiting and waiting at both parks when it's busy. I'd rather at least know that the ride will function properly.
I will say though, when he told me the line was 3 hours long, I was actually thinking that was pretty good.
I know, me too. For a
Cedar Point debut, for a Cedar Point debut, that's not that bad. That's like average. That's okay.
Yeah, but I mean, the roller coaster, you don't have to go on opening weekend. It'll still be there.
Yep.
Several months from now.
That's
you
my
can
plan.
go and wait a whole lot less time.